Governor, a lot happened. I know you quickly responded with what happened in Augusta with the Columbia County deputies. What do you have to say, and what type of message do you want to echo to the Augusta law enforcement community?
Oh man, I tell you, it just breaks my heart. You know, I've known the sheriff down there for a long time, know a lot of folks in that department. We obviously work with them with the State Patrol, MCCD, and other people every single day. So it's just heartbreaking to lose a life in the line of duty, and it just reminds us that we need to be thankful for our men and women in blue and our first responders, because they literally every time they go out the door, they could be facing danger like that. I have such high regard for them, but also, just want to keep that community, those families that were affected, and the other officer that was shot in our thoughts and prayers.
Have you heard anything from Columbia County? Have they reached out to the state, or anything else that the state is perhaps potentially doing for the Columbia County Sheriff's Office?
Well, I wouldn't be able to speak to that on the local level. I know I talked to the sheriff a couple times this weekend. I texted him yesterday to ask him how the deputy was doing, because they had him stabilized, but he got shot in a very delicate place and very dangerous. He's lucky, I think, but still recovering. Supposedly his surgery went well, and so we just need to keep him in our prayers. That is a horrific thing to go through, especially when one of your fellow officers gets killed by a maniac.
And you were one of the first people to respond, and really quickly, thank you for reaching out, especially during that time when we didn't know a lot of information. Law enforcement certainly has to put a lot on their line. The men and women watching, especially other police officers, their families, they're definitely hurting. Is there something you'd like to tell them as they put their lives on risk every single day?
Well, look, the best thing I can do is show them that I have their back. That's what I've been doing, not only by what I say, but just my actions, and I think the law enforcement community knows that. But look, we just had 2 officers shot in the metro Atlanta area last week. We had a Fulton County Sheriff's deputy that was shot. So just, very, very tough situation out there for our men and women in law enforcement, and really all our first responders. Even our fire, EMTs, they're all putting their lives on the line every day. We just need to tell them thank you and keep them in our prayers.
All right, thank you, Governor. Appreciate it.